weird. It's okay. It's the intro.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So tonight we'll be checking out some of these Tiffen Black Pro Mist filters. Generally, I don't use filters too much because I don't really have to, but I am excited to test these bad boys out and let's see what we can get with these tonight.
So the two filters we're going to be looking at today are the quarter density and the one density. We actually have the quarter density on right now. Let's go and take it off so you can see what that looks like. All right. Any change? Maybe our skin looks a bit softer, maybe the highlights are kind of not as bloomed as much anymore, but that's kind of what it does. And really just when speaking about density and a Pro Mist filter, what does that mean? What does that number do exactly? Well, short answer, it's the level of dreaminess in your photo. The higher the number, the higher the dreaminess. So yeah, we'll check that out. Let's go. All right, so the long answer, kind of cold. The long answer is it affects halation, highlights, contrast, sharpness, yeah, all those things. And it really takes the highlights in the image and kind of blooms them across the image nice and evenly instead of having kind of like a sharpness to the highlights, if that kind of makes sense. And the kind of blooming effect that you're gonna see right next to a light source, where it instead, again, right there, a little bit of a sharper light source, right? Even that has a little bit of a bloom effect, that kind of aura around there. That is the halation. So it gives it a stronger halation looking effect to it with the Pro Mist filter.
Yeah, I can see it in the background that it is a little bit like bloomy.
Yeah, and that's just without anything on the lens currently, right? If we take something like a Pro Mist filter and throw it on there, it's gonna bloom it even more with the halation at that source. Now this is the one density filter that's on there currently, and we also have the quarter, which I kind of said earlier. On their website, Tiffen has densities as low as 1/8, which is gonna be super subtle of a look, all the way up to 2, which is gonna be super dreamy, almost like double what this is, right? Super dreamy, super soft. And really, what does that number mean, right? Think of it as something similar to fog, right? The denser the fog, the more the highlights are going to kind of spread across that image, giving you that dreamy look and kind of overall softening everything. And the way that's going to affect the sharpness is if you think the denser that artifact on the actual filter that there is, that's going to kind of affect your sharpness, creating softer skin tones. So if you look right here, skin super soft, no skincare routine, just use this filter. But yeah, that's kind of like the more longer drawn out answer. Again, affecting your highlights, affecting halation, affecting contrast, and affecting sharpness. So spreading out the light source, making it more cinematic, and just kind of softening things overall. So that's enough brain food, time for real food.
So Spencer owns the quarter density Tiffen Black Pro Mist filter, and he has some experience with it, but we also purchased the one density and we want to test it out today. The reason why we chose the one instead of the half is because we wanted to see how much of a difference the end product would look. So that's the reason why we bought the one density, and we're actually on our way to LA, check out some lights, and see, take some test shots and see what we can get. Let's go.
All right, so we just parked and now we're gonna go walk around, see if we can find some cool places. Check it out. that 1.4 back on. Better.
Oh yeah. You know, it was a good experience trying out the different filters. In my opinion, I really like the quarter one compared to the one density. Well, for me personally, because I like sharper images, so I felt that the quarter was just right, and then the one was just too much. But I do think the one is more appropriate for video. As you can see in the vlog, I know Spencer showed a comparison. It does look more cinematic in my opinion.
Yeah, like definitely like a certain type of vibe that you're going for with that, right? When you do the one versus like the quarter or even like nothing. So
right, yeah, but overall I thought it was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the photos. It was a long night, but you know, we got out and, you know, tried something new, and overall like enjoyed it. So I do recommend it. Check it out if you guys are, you know, interested. These Tiffen.
We'll put some links in our description for each one of these, the quarter and the one. Some people say like, oh, well, you can emulate this look by using like a Gaussian blur or just other stuff like that.
Right,
so you don't have to go and like buy like a filter or something. But you know, it does give you a little bit more flexibility that way in the image. But again, if you already know you're gonna take that type of image to begin with, the better you're prepared you can be in making that image.
Yeah.
Take it into your post work, you know, the more time you're gonna cut down overall, right?
Totally. I mean, in the end, it's all about shaving those minutes, right? Saving time, being efficient. So yes, you can achieve anything really in post, but you know, this is just one twist on. I don't know why I did that. Maybe we can cut that part out. But it's just a twist, you know, and also, yeah, it was fun.
All right, anything else, man?
No, I think that's it.
All right, till next time, peace.
Peace.